Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dwange for those who are new, and today is very exciting because I'm going to be showing you guys my pantry. For those who are new, I do talk about home organization and tips on a budget. I do talk about hair, natural hair, and I also talk about eczema. Now today's video, like I said, I'm going to be showing you guys my pantry, how I have created it to be what it is today, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys some tips, some plugs, where I got the stuff and everything like that. So if you are someone who is interested in fixing up your place and anything of that sort, or you just love this type of content, then definitely stick around because this video is going to be perfect for you. And a quick shout out to the sponsors of today's video, AJ Woodworks. I'm going to talk about them towards the end of the video, and we also have a giveaway, so make sure you stay tuned to the very end. So let's jump right into that, shall we?
No secrets, no secrets.
Now, before I show you what's behind this door, let me just tell you a quick backstory, okay? So my pantry is an extension of my kitchen. I'm going to do a kitchen tour very soon, okay? Very soon, I promise. But my pantry is an extension of my kitchen, and when I entered this house, when I got into this house 2 years ago, I found it blank. It was a blank slate, and my landlord intentionally left the pantry blank in that way because he said that families do differ, which I do agree. Tenants will have different needs and different wants, so he didn't want to put any built-in furniture because he didn't want to restrict any tenant. And also, he did advise that if I am bringing anything into this pantry, it has to be renter-friendly and movable. I don't have to put anything into the wall, and if I am doing anything to his wall, I have to know that I will not take it down. So I had to think about how I'm going to design this place and how I'm going to go about it and what type of furniture is going to be feasible for an area like this one. So the initial thing that I did when I entered my home, because I was coming from a bed-sitter, I actually reused the furniture that I had from my bed-sitter. I repurposed it, and the pantry was looking quite alright, okay? It was looking quite alright. It was okay. But over the past 2 years, your girl has grown, so I wanted to recreate this pantry and make it suit my needs. One great tip that you should carry home with you today, if you don't get whatever I'm going to tell you today, is that when you're organizing your spaces, whatever organizational systems you're coming up with, make sure you keep your family in your mind. Make sure you are also putting functionality into your organizational system. So this pantry does work for me, and I can't wait to show you guys. So let's do this. Are you ready? Okay. I'll be lying to you if I didn't say that my pantry is the pantry of my dreams. Like, this is a dream come true, guys. I've been working on this for the past 2 years. I didn't just buy everything at the same time. I've been collecting things bit by bit, swapping out stuff bit by bit. I'm just so excited to share with you guys. So let's go through my pantry from the top shelf all the way to every shelf and all the way into my drawers. These two shelves are primarily decorative, but this basket, I bought it from town and I carry it with me when I'm going to the market or going to the church potluck. I also have this glass tank which used to have some fish, but the fish died, and I still keep it for other future DIYs. And then we have a collection of recipe books which are thrifted. For those who know me, I'm quite a bookworm, so this comes as no surprise. I also have a box of essential oils. These I use around the home when I'm cleaning, and if you haven't been keeping up with me on Instagram and TikTok, you're missing out. And then I also have these 2 trays that I bought from a China shop in town. Moving on to the third shelf is my breakfast station, and we have these 3 white tins that I bought from PEP, and they are filled with tea, cocoa, and sugar. I don't drink coffee. For those who are asking where is the coffee, I don't drink coffee. And then when you open inside, it's basically a tin, but it's really airtight and it keeps everything dry inside as long as you wash it and dry it properly. Then we have these 4 jars. These 2 that have a woody kind of texture lid, I bought them from PEP 3 years ago. Yes, about 3 years ago. And then these two, I bought them recently from ShopRite. They were originally in chrome. The lid was originally in chrome, but I spray painted it gold to fit the color palette in my pantry. And that's another tip for you. Your home is going to look so put together if your color palette is consistent and cohesive. My kitchen color palette, if you ask, is white, as you have already seen. Some wood, a little bit of gold here and there, and some greenery. Just below the breakfast station is a shelf that houses my staple dry foods. I gotta say, these clear jars do come straight out of my Pinterest board, and I got them from PEP for at a reasonable price, because each one was at 4,700 kwacha, which is a rare find, okay? And in them, I do store beans, chickpeas, lentils, dried fish, and dried vegetables in there. Before that, I was using these crisp beans that I got from a China shop 2 years ago, but they don't keep food fresh for longer like the glass jars do, because the glass jars are airtight, and what makes them airtight is this silicone casing that you see, which enables the food inside to stay fresh for longer, hence the swap. Now, these smaller jars I bought 4 years ago from 88 Shopping in Zomba, and yes, sometimes your pantry jars will be empty, like this cookie jar, because that's the reality of life. And then we have this shelf that has clear bins. This one houses miscellaneous items, this bin where I put all my canned goods and any teas that I am collecting. And then we have this bin that houses my supplements, and I try to be as simple as possible. My list is very simple. I'll have a protein powder or two, and right now I have the hemp seed protein powder as well as the collagen powder. I will also have a hormonal regulating herbal powder, either ashwagandha or maca root. It will depend on what I am able to afford at that particular time. And then I also have a multivitamin, which is really important if you're someone who is in your 20s and above, okay? And then we have this bin that has all my nutritional seeds for those of us who are struggling with PCOS, painful periods, irregular periods, or any hormonal imbalance issues. Get on board with adding seeds to your diet. So for me, I go with these big four. I call them the big four because they're very important. We have flaxseed, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, and sunflower seeds. And then I also add chia seeds for my morning water and smoothies, as well as coconut flakes. And then, can someone tell me if they do recognize these jars? Because I did recycle. Okay, these jars were originally mayonnaise jars, and I just spray painted the lids, and see how cute they look. So this is a sign for you not to throw away the things that you have in your home, because sometimes you can repurpose them and they will look great if you just do a little bit of DIY. Okay, and then we also have this bin where I keep my snacks, and my snacks are healthy, guys. So I have some dried fruit, I have some sweet potato chips, I have some nuts and some munchitos. If I have cookies in here, I'll definitely have crackers. And the last shelf down there has 3 baskets from AkhadaBaskets. This one houses plantains, potatoes, and butternut squash. And then this one houses pasta and soya pieces, because I don't see the need to decant them. Actually, you don't have to decant everything in your house, really. Okay? And this last basket just houses charcoal when I have it, and things that I can use to lit up a fire on my charcoal burner. Now, when we come to this section, this is where I keep my 2 main starches, 2 main carbohydrates. I get this from my mom. Thanks, Mom. But yeah, so this is rice, and then we have yellow corn, and down there we have a charcoal burner. I mean, what's a house? What's an African house without a charcoal burner? Because load shedding, right? And oh, I forgot to show you guys, just next to the place where I keep all my staple dry goods, I keep this mini basket where I put all my onions in there. This is something that you find with random guys walking around the market, and they sell it for, is it 800 kwacha, 1000 kwacha? I've forgotten, but this is something that is so affordable. I don't keep my onions together with my potatoes, because the gas that is released from the onions will ripen the potatoes, and the potatoes will go bad very quickly. So one tip for you to do when you are storing your things in your pantry: don't keep your onions together with your potatoes. Just keep them far away from each other, okay? move on to the opposite wall, you're going to see some winnowing baskets. They're both decorative and functional. I hang them with some adhesive hooks, and down here you're going to find my everyday spices and some cornstarch as well as Royco. And the cornstarch, I use it in plant-based recipes, and the Royco, I use it when I'm doing some meat-based, you know, stews and whatnot. Then we have the first drawer where I keep all my ground spices and extra spices that I have, and then in the second drawer, that's where I keep my spice and herb overstock. Okay, then we have the rest of the drawers that I just overstock. Really, this one is a junk drawer where I keep my scissors, my X-Acto knife, my meter is idiocy, and this one has tissue and soaps. And then the one that is below that has disposable items, a drawer of my breakfast overstock, a drawer of my milk and cooking oil overstock, and the last drawer some extra rice, beans and the salt. And if you were to ask me what my favorite spices are, hands down, apart from salt and pepper, are paprika, onion powder, garlic, raja, turmeric, garam masala, oregano, ginger and cinnamon. These I use every day in my meal planning, in my meal prepping and cooking.
And that is the end of the video, guys. That is the end of the pantry tour. I hope you got inspired. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed watching me going through the pantry and showing you guys how I came up with it. But before I go, we have a giveaway. A quick shout out to the sponsors of this video. AJ Woody Works. This is a friend of mine. He started doing these little pieces of wood after he graduated from college, and he's been doing such an amazing job. I'll link his Instagram in the description box so that you can check out his portfolio. And if you are someone like me who loves woody stuff, then definitely AJ is your guy. He's the one who did my spice rack. I have an extra one, and I'm going to be giving this wood spice rack away. So if you think you deserve to win this wood spice rack, all you have to do, very, very, very simple, is to tell me in the comment section below why you need it and what you're going to use it for. That's all. And I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys comment in the section below, and let's see who is going to get it. And I'm going to announce the winner in the next YouTube video that I'm going to post right here. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Click on the notification bell so that you always get a notification whenever I post a new video. Tell your friends about me. Tell your friends about me, and share this with your friends. Perhaps they also need some inspiration, and just share the love. Okay, until I see you guys in the next video, peace.